Hello there. The purpose of this video is to show you a very simple example of a buffer overflow exploit. Now I'm using Linux. This is actually Ubuntu. I'll show you the kernel version. So we're using the 2635 kernel, which is the latest kernel to date. Now, before we start off with the example, we need to turn off one of the security features that Ubuntu uses to safeguard itself from buffer overflow attacks which use hard-coded memory addresses, which is what we're going to be doing. It's called address space layout randomization. Okay, and the best way to describe it to you is to show it to you in action. So what I'm going to do is start off the cat program. So that's waiting for input, and that started a new process. So we're going to examine the cat process. I'm going to find the ID. Okay, so here's our process ID, and we're going to look at the maps file for this process. Okay, now the maps file shows us all the data structures and libraries and stuff like that which have been put into memory for this program. So you see here we have the heap, and here we have the stack. Now these addresses here, this is where the stack starts in memory, and this is where the stack ends in memory. So this is the addresses that the stack will be using. Now I'm going to start another cat process. Close this one, and we'll find that process ID, and we'll look at the maps file for our new process. Okay, now if you notice here, the addresses have actually changed. And this is address space layout randomization in action. So it's essentially putting the stack in slightly different areas in memory. And if your exploit uses a hard-coded memory address, because the addresses of the stack will be randomly changing, then your address won't be valid. So what we need to do is we need to turn this off. And the best way to do that is to turn off the kernel option for it. I'll do that now. So I'll open up a root terminal, and this is the command that we need to run. So here's the kernel option, randomize VA space, and we'll just echo a 0 into that to turn it off. Okay, so that's off now. And just to show you what happens now, we'll start up another cat process. And we'll examine the maps file of this.